Hello, happy Wednesday. Hope you have a great Wednesday. And I am in Oklahoma. I'm so happy spring is here. Um, it's still bright outside. A little bit wind blowing, but it's not too bad. So uh, I'm glad at night I can do these things and share my creativity with you. So this is a project I want to show you this week. Do you remember a couple weeks ago I showed you this Funfo card and I'm using this mixed floral set. So I just like this daisy so much. So today I'm using the same step to create another card. So let's get started. The stamp set I'm using today is the mixed florals, and this is online exclusive. And the size is actually larger than what you see. So if you see here, like on the usually it's true to size, but here shows the image is at 75%. And so does this stamp set element of the text. It say image at 90%. Usually is like 100%. Like this stamp set, if they don't say anything, that means this image is at 100%. So just in case, I think some of you probably did not notice that. So I just want to point that out. And this is the 3 stamp set I'm using. I'm using the flower from the mixed florals. So this is the one only have the image. So you have to have some sentiment. So I found the sentiment I like is from here for great frame. And I believe you already probably have millions of sentiment at home you can use. And so this is just to show you what I use today. And this one is the elements of the text. It's something you can create the interesting texture, old-fashioned look. It's great for the background. So you can use it with or without embossing folder. So sometimes you just want something like this card. I use the embossing folder to create, make the background is not boring. I choose 2 different kind. But today's card, I'm not using any embossing folder. I just want to show you to use the stamp to create not so boring background. So let's get started. So the color I'm using today is the pecan pie and the peach pie, daffodil delight, and this is a regular 8.5 by 5.5, and this is a 2-piece, which is 5.25 by 2. So they add up. Actually, is our regular size, which is 5.5 and 4. So you have 1 piece like that. Okay, and then we will have another piece is 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch smaller from both sides, which will be 3 3/4 quarter and 5, like that. So that's all the paper we need for the card base. And of course, you need another scrap paper like this for the flowers. Okay, so let's get started. So we are going to fold this in half. This is a pecan pie. I know it used to has a soft sway. It's like this brownish color, but the soft sway is more like the leather color. This one has some yellow tone underneath it. And I try to use two different color as my second layer, so it's bring up some of the, you know, the colors from the flowers. Okay, so I feel like maybe I did not trim this right. I'm gonna to trim a little bit. So just need to make sure both pieces they have the same length. Okay, like that. So I'm just gonna to glue this down. Okay, then you kind of know, like leave about 1/8 inch space on that side when you put the first one down. And then the second one, you can just follow it. You just kind of connect them together like that, okay? And the smaller piece, which is 5 by 3 3/4 quarter, will be on the top layer. So I want to show you how I create this look. I really don't know if you can see there's a shape in the back or not, but I just want to show you. You can use this technique for any other card you want to do. So you need to have a template first, okay? So today I'm using this nested essential dies. I like them because it has 3 different shapes, and I like this shape very much. So what you need to do is you want to create the template. So you can do negative, or you can do template itself. For I leave the blank, you know, the empty space for the center, so I can put my image here. Or you can just put this background in the center to emphasize the flower. So that's your choice. So I'm gonna to do first, you need to get a piece of the I will prefer the sticky note because they will stay on your paper, won't move. Okay, so I'm just gonna to take one piece of this, and I'm going to put on here because the sticky part is on the top and runs through the cut machine. Okay. And I choose to use this just because usually the sticky note paper is thinner. If you use the thick paper, it will not have that good effect. Okay, so as you can see, this paper is much thinner. So I'm cutting this image off. Okay, then I'm gonna to lay in the piece of the paper like that. Okay, and now I'm using one of my new favorite stamp set, which the elements of text. I like this old texture looking. So this is color is crumb cake. Okay, so you can just use any one. And for something like that, okay, I think this is the right side, like that. So I'm just gonna to stamp. Okay, and I like to do like double stamp, so they have some like dot dark color and also light color just have a different shade, okay? And because in between here, it's so little space, and I feel like if I put in the center, probably will overlap, so I'm not gonna to do that. And the good thing about this stamp set, they have some spot like this, okay? So I'm using this to fill the blank like that. So I'm just gonna to put on here and just some of the random place. So really create that, the old look like that. Okay, so once you lift it up, then you can see there's an open space for you. And the reason I use the shape I like to create this, so give it some you know, like a interesting shape. Otherwise you can just use the circle, oval, or any other, you know, set. So, and then for the edge, I just use my ink pad, kind of doing like that, you know. And so depends on how you angle it. You might have some spot like that, but I feel like that's what I want, you know, that be. So then this is the background we have, okay? So I am gonna to put on here, we need a pop dot. I want to lift it up, okay? So gives more dimension of the paper. Do you think we will have any bad weather? I really don't know, because every time I start my vegetable garden, and like it always has one more times of freezing overnight or bad weather. So I'm still waiting, but I see all those beautiful tulips and spring flower, daffodil delight, you know, daffodil flowers, they are like blooming. So I just don't know, should I wait or should I start my garden? And now we are gonna to do the flower, okay? And this stamp set, I like both of them, but since this is 75%, I just want to show you, actually this tulips is super huge, okay? Probably almost as big as my palm. So for something, the focal point I try to make needs some flower is a little bit skinny. So that's the reason I use the daisy, okay? And when I want to use blender marker for my image, I like to use the Memento ink like that. Okay, and you just, okay, pretty good. I like the ink. And you just use the die here to cut this out. Okay, and I like make sure to use the washi tape to hold on your dies, so your image will cut out perfectly. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, then we are going to start to coloring. The color I'm using is Daffodil Delight, and I like to start with the, the darker color. I know some people prefer like use the light color and go to the dark. But personally, I like the darker color first. And then I use the lighter color to go over it. And like you notice, like more times you go over the image and the color will turn darker. So you can tell very obviously some dark, some light here. So in between here, you just kind of go over more times. So once they blend in, the color will kind of fade it gradually. So has those ombre effect. This is the reason I like to use the alcohol pen. And they just blend very well. You will not see those pen stroke. And the color I'm using, I told you before I like Granny Apple Green, but now I think my another new favorite is Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, so this is another green. I like it very much because at first when I heard this color, I was thinking this color will be like the paper go to the neon side, but actually not. So I like it. So you can see once you blend it in, the leaf just like come alive, right? Like has those color like that. Gives it a little bit depth. And the color here is the pecan pie. For the center, flower center. And this pecan pie color will tie to our cup, the card base. So I like Stampin' Up because everything they have, like they are the same color. So when you have all the same color product together, like a paper, ink, like a marker, everything, they are the same. When you make the project, just make a project look very cohesive and very nice together, like a very polished. And this color is balmy blue. Oh, I was able to see the new 2025-2026 annual catalog online. This is one of the benefits to be a demonstrator. And I see some, like there's more scrapbooking product, paper, and the kit available. So if you are the one like to do the scrapbooking, the pictures, you will love it. And also we have some new color. They are very cool. And so we just have a lot of new stuff going on, and just be watch for it. Of course, we want to add some bling to our flower, right? So this is a wink of Stella. See, once I put this bling on, can you tell the difference? With bling, without bling, this is much, much prettier, right? I think it doesn't show too well through the camera, but you can get it. It's, trust me, everything has bling will be prettier like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna to put the pop dot on the back of the thing here. So I'm just gonna to put on here. Okay. So I'm gonna to have a peach pie paper. You have a lot of, I have a lot of those scrap paper, and this is a perfect time to use them. So I'm cutting them to a 1/2 inch strip. I like their Stampin' Up cutter because they have a lot of grid on here. So I know here is 1/2 inch, right? And if I lay against my paper on this line, and I know they will be straight. Okay, and I'm kind of push down a little bit and just do that. So then I know this is it's straight. Okay, and there's a lot of sentiment you can choose from. So that means you need to adjust your paper accordingly. Okay, I'm using for a great frame from this mixed labels, and I just like it small and skinny. And actually, thank you, happy anniversary with sympathy, they will all fit. So but I just like this one. So when you are doing yours, you use your own sentiment, you can just change the size accordingly. Okay, and okay, I still have very bad allergy. I don't know how. I cannot stop my nose running, and so bear with me. I'm just keep try to stop my nose running. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit this, and I know I want to put I want to put my sentiment on this side, so I can put my bow here. And that's the reason I put my peach pie piece here, so they kind of contrast. But really, this probably doesn't, mean anything, make any difference for you. But I'm just kind of tell you, that's how I'm thinking. I kind of know where my sentiment will lay. So I put my pop dot here. Then I just want to make sure they go down here straight. Okay. Then we have linen thread, and you tie a bow. Okay. So you can do a long tail bow or just short tail. It doesn't matter. And then we have the glue dot. I just try to use 2 just in case. Okay. Like that. Like that. Okay. So then this is our card today. So I made this card. There's a different sizes, right? So this one is with the large die. So there's more bigger empty space. And this one, I was using smaller die here. Like I'm just trying to lay the place you can see. The smaller die here, okay? So actually the empty space is smaller. So when you use this, you can just play around to see which one do you like. Because at first I was just thinking if I this one, the empty spot is too small, really did not like give the focus for the flower. So I go with the big one. But I don't know. Do you like the A or do you like the B? So you can just play with it. I just want to show you, you know, sometimes when you use those kind of background stamp, you really don't need to stamp the whole thing to create the background. And this is another way to do it. So you can try with the circle, you can try with oval or any other shapes. So what do you think? And just let me know you like A or you like the B. And I'm not sure like how many of you will watch the replay, because I know a lot of my regular ladies, they go to church on Wednesday night, so they always watch the replays. So I'm just gonna to give a special for this week. So you have to use this hostess code when you place the order. When you let me know, when you let me know if you want to have the paper special. For the cardstock, it's going to buy 2 get 1 free. And this is a Sylvie special, so you have to send the color of the paper you want, send to me so I can order for you. Because if you order on the Stampin' Up website, they will not able to give you that discount. So only this week, only from today through next Tuesday. And if you want any cardstock, it's going to buy 2 get 1 free. And right now each pack without before tax and shipping is still $11.50. With the new catalog, it's going to be $14 a pack. So just for you to know. And if you want to buy anything else, and please use this hostess code. When you place a $50 order, I will send you a supply to make 2 of this card and also a pack of the pop dot like this. In a pack, I think there's a 3 sheet in a bag. So I'm going to send that to you with a $50 with this code. And if you want the cardstock special, buy 2 get 1 free, you have to email me or text me. Just let me know, okay? And thank you so much for watching me. Hope this will bring some creativity from you. And have a great evening and see you next week. Bye.